Lance.
Hey, Kato-san, what's up? You okay?
Yeah, good morning.
Oh, good to see you, man.
I'm sorry, Captain. We're
No, it's okay. I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the songs. So interview. So.
Okay, let's do it. Come on. You know, Iizuka is one of those crazy monster characters, one of those guys that you just don't know what's going to happen. You know, when he joined Suzuki-gun, we were at the return to Yokohama Arena. You know, it was a big surprise to everybody because he'd been KES loyal, and then he joined Suzuki-gun. And from there, you know, the chaos just continued in Suzuki-gun. I think one of the coolest things about back when I used to come through the crowd and throw the water and spit the water and stuff is if Iizuka and me were together on the same entrance, you had Iizuka-san coming from somewhere else in the audience and scaring people on one side. You had me coming from one side, throwing water and spitting water. So the fans had no idea where anybody was coming from, and it was just extreme craziness. You had the monster Iizuka-san coming from one side, chasing down people, scaring kids, me coming from the other side, making it rain, the real Rainmaker, as we'd like to say, the American Psycho Rainmaker. You know, so it's always been a fun time working with Iizuka-san. You never know what he's thinking and what he's going to do, but it's always crazy cool. I think there's a lot of questions out there, you know, concerning KES. You know, we've accomplished a lot as a tag team. You know, 3-time IWGP, 2-time NOAH GHC, 2-time NWA World Tag Team Champions. But everybody always kind of wants to know, what would I do as a single player, as a single champion at that? In New Japan, you've got the main title, the IWGP Heavyweight title, which was just won by Jay White. He's skyrocketed through the ranks. You know, he just beat the ace, the legend, that is Tanahashi. I'd like to show Jay White what a real monster can do. You know, he's faced some amazing technical wrestlers. He's got an amazing group behind him. You know, Bullet Club, they're as strong as they've ever been. But Jay White's never faced a killer like me. And I know that Jay White wouldn't be able to handle what the American Psycho can do. Now, if you look at some of the other titles, you've got the Intercontinental title, a title that has become extremely prestigious in New Japan Pro Wrestling, actually all over the world. And right now, Naito carries that title. Naito and I have had many battles, both in tag team matches, singles matches, back when he was just starting to become a star in the G1. Both him and I, we traded wins and losses, and I guarantee you, if I step in the ring with him, he's changed a lot. He's become a different kind of star. He's become bigger than life with Los Ingobernables. I don't even know if I said that correct. But if he and I step in the ring, he's changed a lot. I've changed a lot. And I guarantee you, I could scare the crap out of him and take that Intercontinental title. Now we look at the Never title, the Never Championship, excuse me, because right now it's not really being held by a heavyweight. It's being held by Will Ospreay, one of the absolute best in this business. His high-flying ability is second to none in this wrestling business. But if he steps in the ring with me, the only high-flying he's going to do is when I choke slam him through the ring, when I toss him outside the ring over the top rope. He's not going to land on his feet. He's going to land on his back, and I'm going to take that Never Championship. So basically, anybody I choose to step in the ring with, and if New Japan's not afraid to put me in the ring with, I'm taking their single title. I've been lucky enough to be in Japan now for a little while, since 2011 with New Japan. For 4 years straight, I got to be a part of the G1. And then Suzuki-gun left New Japan for a couple years, and then we came back. The first year we were back, I was injured. I couldn't be in the G1. Last year, there was a lot of amazing talent in the G1. It didn't include me. This year, it starts in Dallas, Texas. This year, I want to be in the G1, and this year, I want to win the G1 and become only the second foreigner, Gaijin, to ever win the G1 tournament. You know, I've had a bunch of good finishing moves in this business. The Blackout, as an individual, as a single player, is something no one has ever kicked out of. You know, I've been tagging with Davey Boy Smith for a long time now, and every time we put somebody in the killer bomb, they go down 1, 2, 3. But if you want to see me step in the ring as a single player, the Blackout is what we're looking for. The choke slam's amazing. The pounce or the car crash is amazing. But if I hit him with the Blackout, they're done for, and I'm a champion. You know, KES has had a lot of success, won a lot of titles, beat a lot of people. But if you want to know the truth, we have a score to settle with Sonata and Evil. Sonata and Evil beat us for those IWGP Tag Team Championships at Wrestle Kingdom. They are the champions again. I think we owe them one. I think we should put them down. Killer Bomb, 1, 2, 3. Killer Bomb, KES, 4-time IWGP Tag Team Champions. You know, the wrestling business is on fire right now. It's probably the hottest it's ever been. I've been lucky enough to be in this business for like 18 and a half years. Been amazing 7.5 years with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Actually, 8.5 or something like that. Right now, what is happening all over the world? New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE obviously. We've got a new company that's coming out. It's called AEW, All Elite Wrestling. I think the great thing about what is happening with All Elite Wrestling is it just steps everybody else's game up. Everybody has to bring their A game. Everybody has to be the best that they can possibly be on every single night. I think AEW is great for the wrestling business. But if AEW isn't scared, we'll come in there. There's a team we've never faced and we'd love to beat up, and that's the Young Bucks. Konnichiwa. Well, you know, I've been in Japan for a long time now, and I've learned a lot of words. I've tried to listen to how people speak, when they use the words, and try to use them correctly. Learning the second language, actually it's my third language because I learned Spanish when I was young because I live in Texas, and Texas is very near Mexico, so there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people. But now being in Japan for 8.5 years, something like that, you have to learn the language. I think it's being respectful when you go into somebody else's house and you learn their rules and their language, and you accommodate yourself to what they are part of in their culture. And learning the language, learning Japanese, learning Nihongo, I think is very important for a foreigner, a gaijin, who comes to Japan and help ingratiate himself into the country, into the culture, with the people. One of the greatest things I've enjoyed about Japan are the people. You know, if you show 1 ounce of respect, the Japanese people will give you 10 ounces of respect back. It's amazing to see how much they respect everyone in just a general way, and I think the rest of the world can learn from it. Arigatou gozaimasu.
So, Lance, you have any topics for me?
You know what? Actually, there's something I did recently. I changed something on me. You know, I know tattoos in Japan are a little taboo, but for me, it's actually a very special thing, and it tells me a story of my life. And one of the things I did was I have the big cross that's on my back, and then I had a lower back tattoo that had been there for years. I decided to incorporate them, so I want to show you right now what it looks like.
Okay.
Y'all want to see?
Yeah, they're good.
Want to see?
Yeah.
You sure?
I want to see.
Okay, let's show.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Wow. So cool up there. What's the motif?
Basically, it's the story of the crucifixion of Christ. The big center cross is where Christ was crucified to save all of us from our sins. On the right was one of the criminals who basically mocked Christ and said that, you know, if he was truly the King of Kings, he would get them down and save their lives. And then the other one on the left side basically said, you know, forgive me, Lord, for what I've done and my sins. Please remember me in your kingdom at the end of this day. And so he was taken into heaven with Jesus. And that's kind of the story.
Okay. Okay, so Lance, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Take it easy, guys.
Thank you.
See you later.
Right.